At midnight, I received a strange box. Hello, my name is Alex Carter, and I work the night shift. Recently, something happened that has completely destroyed my sense of safety, and I feel like I won't survive for much longer. But before I disappear, I need to tell my story. Maybe someone will be able to avoid my fate. It all started on a night like any other. I got off work around 1 a.m., exhausted as usual. As soon as I got home, my phone buzzed with a notification that I had received a delivery. That was strange because I hadn't ordered anything. Before I could think about it too much, there was a knock on the door, urgent and repetitive, as if the person outside was in a hurry. When I opened the door, I saw a man sitting in a delivery uniform. He was tall and thin, with a shadow cast over his face by the brim of his cap. In his hands, he held a small, elegant black box. The man raised his head slightly and, in a low, cold voice, said, "Remember to open it." Before I could ask any questions, he shoved the box into my hands and disappeared into the night. I ran out to look for him, but the street was completely empty, as if he had never been there. At first, I thought it was a prank. The box had no delivery label, no sender's name, nothing. I wanted to ignore it and throw it away, but later, when I walked back into my living room, the box was sitting neatly on the coffee table. I was sure I had left it near the door. Day 1. I couldn't resist. I opened the box. Inside was a single photograph, blurry but recognizable. The person in the photo was me. I was wearing my usual jacket, looking tired, just like I had felt after work. But the background wasn't my house or anywhere I recognized. A cold dread crept into my chest, but I couldn't explain why. Maybe someone had been following me? I tried to dismiss it, but that photo haunted me all night. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, convinced that something was watching me from the shadows. Day 2. The next morning, I woke up feeling worse, barely having slept. I locked the photo in the box in a drawer, trying to forget about them. But when I went to work, I had the constant sensation of being followed. No matter where I was, on the bus, walking down the street, sitting at my desk, I felt eyes on me. Every time I turned around, there was nothing there. The crowded streets seemed suffocatingly empty. That night, when I got home, I found another photograph. It was lying on my doorstep, tucked under the welcome mat. It was another picture of me, but this time, I was standing outside a convenience store, one I had visited earlier that day. How could anyone have taken that picture without me noticing? I was starting to panic. I called the police, but they said there wasn't much they could do. "It's just a picture," they said, "not a crime." I began to doubt myself. Was this really happening? Or was it just in my head? Day 3. The photos kept coming. Every day, there was a new one, no matter where I tried to hide or how careful I was. Some would appear in my office drawer, others on my kitchen counter. I even found one in my coat pocket. The locations in the photos were getting closer and closer to my home. Today, the photo was of me standing in front of my own apartment door, looking like I had just come inside. That's when I realized I wasn't safe, no matter where I went. Whatever this thing was, it was getting closer. I was being watched constantly, and I had no idea how to stop it. Day 5. That night, I didn't leave my apartment. I turned off all the lights and sat in the dark, trying not to make a sound. My phone was off, and I had locked every window and door. But around 2 a.m., I heard footsteps outside my door. They were soft, but unmistakable. And then came the knock, just like the first night. My heart stopped. I didn't move. I didn't answer the door. The knocking continued for a minute, then stopped abruptly. After a few moments of silence, I finally gathered the courage to look through the peephole. No one was there. But when I opened the door, there it was. Another black box. I didn't dare touch it, but I knew it didn't matter. The box would be inside my house soon enough, no matter what I did. Day 7. The final photograph arrived. This time, it wasn't a picture of me. It was of my living room, taken from the outside, through the window. In the photo, I could see myself sitting on the couch, staring at the TV. But there was something else. A figure, dressed in black, stood outside the window, watching me. I ran to the window, but when I looked out, there was nothing there. At least, that's what I thought. My phone buzzed in that moment, and I saw the latest photo. It was taken from right behind me. The figure had entered my house and was standing just a few feet away, in the darkness behind me. That's where my story ends. I don't know how much longer I have. If you're reading this, and you ever hear a knock at midnight, don't answer the door. And whatever you do, never open the box.